Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Hugo Daniel Macedo. I'm here to present what's new, what happened with the INTO-CPS application since the last presentation that was like an event of June, beginning of July. This work that we are leading here, is made mainly by Christopher and me. And the big news, if you just want a quick update and you want to go and back to your work and snooze, it's that we upgraded from Electron 7.2 to Electron 10.1.3. But if you're interested in the more details about our work, let's start to look at our app, or what came out as the INTO-CPS project as an app. So like Peter mentioned, this is basically a front end when you develop FMI-based co-simulation models. We have been serving these locally and in other universities in the courses that we have. Here at Aarhus, we provide courses in systems engineering, where this tool is used as part of a set of tutorials that are both available for the INTO-CPS application in general, but students follow those to get to understand a bit about the process of developing cyber physical systems. One important thing to mention as well that relates to Peter's presentation is that, in fact, this tool is part of the catalog of the HubCap project. So the HubCap project makes available a lot of assets in a platform, in a cloud-based platform, and this tool is there as a C tool. So if it is a front end, is a front end for what? Well, both for indeed specifying co-simulations, multi-models, and developing your cyber physical system, but it's a front end for the whole ecosystem that was established in the INTO-CPS project. So basically, there's integrated in this INTO, and there's tools. So all these tools are integrated in this environment. And at the time, a nice example that I've just reused is this diagram, where we see tools as Overture, 20Sim, ArchiTester, OpenModelica, and others. The COE, which is basically what Casper presented as the previous Maestro. And there's several features of the INTO-CPS app, but the interesting thing, or what changed this year in the whole palette of tools, is that indeed Overture was updated to its latest version, currently available in the development version. 20Sim was in the beginning of the year also updated. I think this was due to work by Claudio. Indeed, the COE has now an alternative that is Maestro V2 that was just presented. So going a bit more into the details of the app, so not on any of the other tools, but the app itself. It's an Electron-based app, so basically powered by web technologies. In fact, Angular, TypeScript, there's a bit of JavaScript files as well. And we rely on the third-party tools as the COE to do the co-simulations. In fact, we use Git to check out projects, and there's a set of Python scripts that are used when you do perform design space exploration with the INTO-CPS app. This whole set of components are digested by Gulp into a nice Chrome app that you can just unzip in your desktop or wherever you want in your system and run. So what is new, right? So all of that is just what is the app about. So currently we are releasing 4.0.1 of this app. There's here's the commit log for development. So last commit is November 12th. And well, so we are fixing some like kind of the bugs of the app, and fixes of the bug fixes as well, as usual. And another thing that is new is that indeed Christopher is now a contributor. Hooray, right? So from the 9th of October, he is now like kind of listed himself as contributor. And the app itself is trying to be more user-friendly. So if you don't have Java installed, we try to issue an error message to the user so he understands that we didn't find his Java installation. And here's the big jump that I said in the beginning. So we go from Electron 7 to 10. And here an example of a commit involved in that with all the aspects of upgrading an app. So the good aspect indeed, just switching from one version to the other in the package manager or in the dependencies of the app. The bad, that is indeed when you do such a jump, suddenly you cannot type anymore let remote equals require Electron remote. Now you have to do it in a different way. And the ugly, that is every now and then you introduce an empty line here and there. And yeah, so the three villains of your code updates. And well, closing issues. So we've been involved in providing support. So Gita that it will present today has been good in finding issues, and Christopher has been good at finding solutions for those. So here's the list of what's been happening. So some of them are related to the release candidate. So we're testing all the new updates to the app, and we're finding some problems. I'm not sure if Gita can find any of the issues that she found here. Maybe yes. But currently we still have a lot of those open. So we will continue to troubleshoot all these issues. And if you find any, just open a ticket, please. We will be glad to look into it. Please join. In the landing page of the app, there's the process on how to build this app. So it's just npm install. After you just run a couple of gulp commands, and you're ready to launch the app in development mode with npm start. And yeah, going for the conclusion, we jumped from Electron 7 to 10 since July. This is important because in July we presented end-to-end tests. So the app itself had no tests until then. Then we introduced end-to-end tests, but those are not enough. And we are trying to introduce unit testing, and we needed to interact with V8 in a programmatical way. And a version of Electron 7 had a bug in this feature. But we are still really far away from developing unit tests in it. So we are trying to consolidate the new additions. So that's what will keep us busy. So adding upgrades to the tools is easy, but then like kind of changes to an app, it's that like these jumps, like kind of big jumps that like kind of break functionality that you have to by hand trigger is quite cumbersome. So yeah, what have we been doing more like kind of that is worth mentioning? Well, we are open to help. So if somebody wants to join and finds trouble in compiling or like kind of so recently, for instance, a partner in Newcastle had a problem, so we spent some time like kind of going over the issue and trying to see what was the problem, troubleshooting, like kind of what was impeding this person to continue using the app. So we are here for that. Feel free to drop us a message, and we are glad to help you. And yeah, future work. We're recruiting, yeah. So I'm not sure if there's a lot of AU students around, but if you know any AU student that would like to win some extra money as a student programmer, we are recruiting. So Christopher alone and me are not enough, especially if we start thinking about the next semester where we have to serve this app to our bright minds at AU. So if you want to contribute to the app yourself, there's a lot of easy contributions. So we currently have the DAC Python scripts tied to Python 2.7. It's an end-of-life version. So we need to upgrade those. Like I mentioned, the unit testing. So it's definitely something that is preventing us to go forward faster because we need to have a regression test, and we need to be sure that by doing an advance, we are not like breaking some stable functionality or some functionality that we wanted to be stable. What else? Yes, this is our current timeline. So we will be busy testing 4.0.1, and we're really looking forward to serve the app to the bright minds here at AU. And with this, I finish my talk, and I'm open for whatever else questions you may have.